everybody and welcome back to Colouring with Amy. It's completed pages time and I've got quite a few this month that I've done. I completed 16, so we're going to get going. So the first one I completed is in Maria Troll's Nightfall. It's this page. This was done with polychromos. I had a go at doing fur, but I definitely need more practice at doing fur. I've watched a few YouTube videos and I think I will get better, but it seems as though it's something that takes a lot of patience. I really like the way my flowers turned out, the colour combos there, really pretty. And then I got some bit of glitter on my blue butterfly. I like the Maria Trolle kind of black pages. Yeah, that's the Maria Troll's Nightfall. Then we've got Worlds Within Worlds. This is a new book for me for this month, and daunting. Images are epic, and I thought, oh my goodness, where am I going to start? So I actually started with this moon picture, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I was experimenting with a few things. So the background is Neocolor 2, and I went in with polychromos pencils over the top. Then there's some silver paint which I spattered and some white Posca. Then the moon, I got some dark blue Calero fine tip on the outside and then some silver on the inside. And I have to say, considering it's my first one in Worlds Within Worlds, I'm really pleased with it. Lot to learn still, but yeah, and I'm looking forward to doing more in this book. What's that one? Then I did a picture in Hannah Carlsons Magical Dawn, and that's this one. Really pleased with how this one turned out. This is Black Widows, with lots of Pentel Jewel hybrids, some Sakura Jelly Roll glaze on the spires. I really like the kind of pale flowers that I did. I went over all the black lines for these flowers, and I just think they look really pretty. And then the outside pink is my iridescent gelatos, and I like using those dry with some white Posca pen. So yeah, really like how that one turned out. It seemed quite simple, and I didn't go for a full background for that one. But yeah, really pleased. Then we've got Rita Berman's Minorizer Durkee Roper, and my daughter chose me this picture, and it wouldn't be one that I would normally have chosen myself, so it was a good challenge. The water is Derwent ink tints with some white Posca, as the hedges here are Derwent ink tints as well. The rest of it is Arteza Expert pencils and Pentel Jewel hybrids for the padlocks. I've got some stickles on the clouds, which you can probably just pick up. And I didn't have a clue what to do for the cathedral roof, so I went for a pale green. I used a couple of reference photos to have a look at those. And I've got some glossy accents on the windows of the boat. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how that one turned out. A nice page, but there's some amazing images in this book. Love this book. That's Rita Berman's Minorizer Durkee Roper. Then another new book for me this month is Kirby Roseanne's Imagine Morphia. Oh my goodness, I stared at these pages for ages. My daughter helped me choose this first image, and I think this is probably my favourite image of the month. And it's this horse. Or is it a unicorn? It's a horse. And actually did it really quickly, and I think it's because I just said, right, the main's going to be different gradients of pink and purple, so I coloured sections rather than individual pieces, and that just made it really quick. And then I've got some Arteza metallic watercolour on the core, on the horse with a pink shimmer. And then some stickles around his eyes and his chin. And then the background is iridescent gelatos with some stickles around it. And it's just giving it nice kind of like blacky pink glow. But yeah, that's my favourite image for this month, I think. Just because of the sheer epicness of it. And the fact that I managed to get something I actually quite liked at the end. So that's that one, Imagine Morphia by Kirby Roseanne. So after my Kirby Roseanne, I wanted something a bit simpler. So I went for A Million Cute Animals, and there was a hashtag Mayo in May 2022. So I coloured some cats. I had another go at fur, but the fur was a big... Didn't really happen. Oh, I can't find it. It's a red page, I know that much. No, it's a bit further back. No, not that one either. There we go. So that's my pretty little cats. Again, this is Black Widows, and this is chalk pastel at the bottom, and then at the top I put some cosmic shimmer in, like I think it's raspberry sunset or something like that, or sunset glaze. But yeah, you can't really see it when you don't hold it to the light, but yeah, you can just about see it at the top. I quite liked that. And that felt like such a nice page to do after the Kirby Roseanne. And I like this flower at the bottom, the effect I got on there, and the purple. But yeah, I had a go at fur, but it didn't really happen on the cats. So that was Lulu Mares, A Million Cute Animals. And then I was still very much, I need quick wins for the month. So I did something in 30 Days of Creativity. And I saw Colouring with Kay doing these small sea creatures. So I thought, oh yeah, I'd want to do those. So yeah, lots of metallic paint. So yeah, so at the top I tried Colouring with Kay, got some Enchanted Shimmer top coat, acrylic paint top coat, which is what you can see in this picture, and this one's in blue. And I also got some Dragonfly Glaze top coat, and that's like a blue violet shift, and that's in there. Then this one is Arteza Metallic Watercolour. This one is Calero Fine Tech. And then the rest of it, I think, this one's Calero Fine Tech as well. And then the rest of it is all Arteza Metallic Watercolour. I really like how this turned out. And then these is with a stencil and Distress Oxide. And then I wanted them to kind of represent bubbles. But yeah, that's that one. Hannah Bassford's 30 Days of Creativity. I need to do some more in that book. Then I did the Spring book by Rita Berman. And I had fun with this page. This was a very colourful page. Again, I was still in the mood for quick wins. Oh, can't find it. Sorry about this, people. Can't find it. Oh, where is it? Oh, sorry. I need to mark my pages. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Yeah. So I still was in the mood for quick wins. So this is all with Arteza Expert pencils. My favourite one, I think, is this one, just because the way the flower pot turned out and the watering can. Yeah. And then I used silky crayons in the background, and I managed to blend them and create different colours, which was really fun. This is kind of different colour at the top with the peach and the pink. And I really like the way that turned out, and I'm hoping I can translate that over to this page as well. So that's that one. So that is the Spring book by Rita Berman. Then I decided to do one from Daydreams by Hannah Carlsons. Now this page is very funny. It didn't go to plan, so I just threw a load of glitter at it, and I don't know if you can pick any of that up. So I did the background with Bambino clay crayons, and then I went over that with Polychromos pencils, and that worked really, really well. The thing I don't like about it is this massive line here, and then the whole kind of galaxy thing that I was going for. I don't like the red. It's all a bit too symmetrical. It needs to be a little bit more uneven, I felt. So I was like, right, don't like it. Let's throw a load of stuff at it. So this is confetti acrylic paint. I think it's called Glitterific, and it's got quite big pieces of glitter. I don't know if you can pick that up. But I really do like the jewels. That's with Polychromos, and I blacked out all the lines with white gel pen. Excuse me. And then I really like my wasp. And then the wasp has got some glitter on it as well. I think that's stickles on there. But yeah, it's okay. It's not my favourite one of the month. And it's the first time I've actually really liked my jewels. And I did use a few reference pictures for that. Not my favourite, let's put it that way. But that's Daydreams by Hannah Carlsons. Then I did a picture from Circle of Life by Melpomene Chatsipaniagioto. And I did this page. And I absolutely love how this turned out. So I did this in polychromos. The water is all Arteza. Oh no, it's not all Arteza metallic watercolour. There's a bit of Clearo fine tip, like the dark blue is Arteza, is Clearo fine tip paint, and then this bit here is like a blue pearl, which is like white and then colour shift to blue. And then I also used some stickles. I don't know if you could pick that. That's up on these bits here, some stickles. And I'm really, I mean, these images are so amazing. It doesn't matter how you colour them; they all turn out beautiful. The only thing I don't like about this is the sky. I think I could have done that a little bit differently. Maybe intensify the colour. But overall, I really love how it turned out. And I wanted the flowers to be quite tropical, so that's why I chose a pink and an orange. And lots of pinks and purples, and the greens are quite vibrant as well. So yeah, quite happy with that one. So that's Circle of Life. Then another new book for me this month. I wanted to come participate in Mermaid, and I also, if you saw my video, got some Arteza Everblend Ultra markers, alcohol markers, which I wanted to try in these books. And I've seen people go in with them and then go pencil over the top. So I tried my Arteza Everblend markers, and this is what the result. So this is washi tape around the outside, and I got a little bit of Pentel Jewel Hybrid on the tail and some on her bra, and then I've got some Enchanted Shimmer on the water in the background, and there's also some glossy accents on the jellyfish. I need to do a little bit of work on skin, but that's a work in progress and we'll get better. I really like the alcohol markers, like the way they went down, like the way they blended, and I'm really excited to try them out again. And I got the ocean set for my birthday. My birthday was on Monday, so I now have 72 colours, which I'm really pleased about. And I just added the washi tape because I just thought it added like a little extra thing, and that was for the Mermaid event, which has been going on Instagram. So that is Hannah Lynn, and this book's Mermaids, Fairies and Other Girls of Whimsy. I wanted like a collection of them to colour. So that's Hannah Lynn. Then I moved on to Hannah Basford's Secret Garden, and I decided to just do the nameplate page in this book. I did a flip through of my completed pages in this book earlier on in the month, and I just didn't fancy any of the other images this month in this book, so I just did this. I've got some fingerprint marks, which is a bit annoying. So this is done with Arteza Premium pencils. They're like the triangular barrel, 48 set. I just like the symmetricalness of the image, and try to keep the colours the same with the same flowers. I like my leaves with hints of purple in at the bottom. But yeah, very simple. I didn't feel that it needed a background. But yeah, I like the way that one turned out. Nice and simple. Again, towards the end of the month, I was really tiring and just needed quick wins. So that's your Hannah Basford's Secret Garden. Can't get the cover to go on correctly. I'll sort that out afterwards. Then I did a page from Rita Berman's The World Under the Microscope on the Land, and I had fun with this page. This is my snail with his houses, and I did this with Arteza Expert pencils, which I like in her book. There's some Sakura Jelly Roll glaze on the lantern, there's some glitter gel pen on the houses, there's some stickles, and some stickles in the dandelions, there's some glossy accents on the berries, and then there's mica powder for the background, which gives it a really nice subtle shimmer. Yeah, and I'm hoping I'll be able to continue this into this page, but I had a lot of fun with this one, and my daughter suggested doing a pink snail, so I did a pink snail, and there's some Pentel Jewel hybrids on there with the circles on the snail. Yeah, I had fun with that one. And I also said to her, so what are these things underneath the snail? She said, oh, mummy, they're nuts. So I coloured them nut colour. And I didn't want all green leaves either, so that's why I've got some orange and yellow in there. But I think it looks quite balanced, it's quite symmetrical. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that one turned out. Not how I imagined at all, but I still like it. So that's Rita Berman's Land book. And then I did another mermaid contribution, and this is from Lulu Mares' A Million Magical Creatures. And I went with the mermaid and the narwhal at the back. And this is Black Widow pencils. I use Black Widows and Lulu Mares. They just go down so nicely. Muted colours. Muted colours, not muted colours. Limited colour palette, should I say. And then I used Distress Oxide on the background with some baby wipes to get these circles, and then some, I think it's Galaxy stickle glitter gel, and then there's some stickles on the bubbles as well. So I quite like how that one turned out. Lots of glitter, lots of fun, lots of cuteness. But that was for Mermaid as well. So that's A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mares. And then I went to Hannah Basker's Enchanted Forest. And I don't think I've done a flip through of this book, so that's probably going to be the next one. And I did this hedgehog, all with polychromos. I wanted an autumnal palette. I love the way his face turned out. It's a he hedgehog. And then this is Distress Oxide in the background, and the stars are Distress Oxide as well, and that's with a stencil. And I wanted it to kind of mimic this page, which was also a limited colour palette with Distress Oxide and stars in the background. And I think the two pages just go really nicely together. So that's what I went for. I really like the way he turned out. I think he's probably my second favourite of the month. And the polychromos just work like a dream in his books. Yeah, so that's my Enchanted Forest. And then I did this page from Hannah Carlsons Seasons. And I looked at this page for absolutely ages, and I couldn't decide what to do. I just looked at it, I looked at it and looked at it. And in the end, I just got going with the flowers. I used Black Widows. And I wanted it to be purple, I wanted it to be mysterious, I wanted her to be an evil witch. And I think that worked quite well. And I put glossy accents on her lips, and then I went in with my new Winsor & Newton Cotman watercolours for the background. And that turned out quite well. And I used a lot of water on here. And the page stood up to it really, really well. There's a bit of buckling, but it's nice, that crinkle colour. And then I used some Arteza metallic watercolour behind to give a shimmery effect. But I'm amazed at how this one turned out. And then I used some acrylic paint for the spatters in the background. Absolutely amazed how it turned out. That's that one. And then my final one for the month is this cute. I got this book for my birthday from my best friend Lisa, and this is from A Million Sweet Things by Lulu Mares. And I did this cute koala page, Black Widows, Pentel Jewel hybrids, and then I did some Ecoline watercolour, water-based markers in the background with some Stickles glitter gel. It's so pretty, it's so cute. And also put some washi tape. And that's it. That's all my pages for the month. I hope you enjoy. If there's any books you'd like to see a flip through of, let me know. If there's any supplies you want to know more about, let me know. Buddy colours, equally happy to do those. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you again in the course of June. Look after yourselves. Thanks for watching. Bye.